Hello, hello, hello.
Hi. Yeah.
Where are you going after the show?
Well, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just coming here. I mean, it's such a delight, It's always an occasion to come meet you, so.
Why do you do this?
Because I know you will do it.
Right, you just finish the show. We'll deal with each other after the show.
I know you will do it. No, I need to up my game.
Alrighty, hello and welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to always come into your homes to serve you nothing but total entertainment right here on the Upside Down Show. And this is on ChannelOne television. My name is Nana Tifo.
And I'm Frema Edunyamen. It's indeed your most favorite lifestyle show right here. And today I'm super excited, because this conversation that we are going to be having and the personality involved, I know you know why we are super excited. So don't go anywhere. Don't forget that the show is proudly brought to you by Sky Mineral Water. Right after this break, we've got a show for you. You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show. One thing a language that I've always wanted to speak because I feel is very flowery, is Fanti. And when she speaks Fanti, she adds all the spices, a bit of drama, a bit of intellectual stuff to it, and oh my. This is an amazing woman.
Fanti is actually the second most sexiest language in the world.
Which is the first? French. No, at this point, this woman's Fanti has surpassed French, because now we can boldly say that Fanti is the most sexiest, is the sexiest language, in Ghana. Oh, in the world, right? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a woman who, if you're on social media for the past weeks, she's done the most and she has been trending for the right reasons. We always love it when people are doing amazing and they are getting all the attention for it. Let's not bore you. Please help us welcome our guest for the day. She is the headmistress of Sedro Secondary School, SWESCO, Madam Golda Andam. You're welcome.
Yes. Welcome.
Even before I sit,
okay.
I think I have this for you.
Oh, beautiful. Wow.
And it's enough for the two of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You see what we are saying. You see what we're Charlie. No.
Wow.
Well, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
SWESCO.
Well, the SWESCO fabric is really nice.
It
the
is.
Colors and all. Can we all just buy some and wear? In fact, we have ours now, but for friends and lovers of SWESCO, can we help you wear it?
We want to be SWESCOnians by association.
Yes.
Or maybe we should do some for fan club members like us.
Wear them.
We should wear this.
Yes.
Right. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
Beautiful. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Wow.
Madam Golda, you are welcome to the Upside Down Show.
Thank you very much.
And you look amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talk about beauty and brains.
Oh, you know. She's such an inspiration. You've been trending.
How does it feel?
Yeah.
It's not a thing from your era, if I can put it that way. So all this trending always being in the news and all that.
And the fact that when we're doing it, we're doing something that we do in our school.
Right.
When the students stand out, it's something that we try to do to motivate them. And so we never thought this information would go out and we would receive all the attention.
So and you did.
Surprise.
My favorite part of the whole thing, when you called, what was the gentleman's name again?
He's Jeff.
Jeff Ebo Ahen. When you called Jeff's mom, and you were explaining, I think the woman thought Jeff had done something.
Right.
And the fancy, and telling her what Jeff had done, the money, how much we saw. Look, for me, I understand that is the principle. But the way the whole thing went, and adding the coins bit and all that, I was like, oh gosh, this woman, we want to know more about you. So we will get to the, that's the whole story.
Okay.
But we want to know you. So Miss Golda Andam, we want to know, growing up, your parents and...
Let's go back down memory lane.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And so my name, as you rightly mentioned, is Golda. Isi Andam. I am from Nsaba and Aguna Nsaba and Aguna Kwamai from my paternal side. Right. And then from my maternal, I am from Aguna.
So many.
Yeah. Aguna Bobikuma and then Gumwa Nkransa.
Okay.
Also in the central region. So a bit of Gumwa, a bit of Aguna. Yes, but I was born and raised in Aguna Sedro.
Okay. Oh wow.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yes. So I started at the Catholic Basic School at Aguna Sedro. Then later on, my grandfather, who was a military officer, he was a captain at a Burma camp. And at a point, I had to relocate to Tema to join them when my parents had to travel to Nigeria. And so I attended SOS.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Right. So I attended SOS, and around class 5, class 6, I had to come back to Sedro because my parents. Come again.
Were your parents rich?
Oh, they were not rich, but
they were okay.
They were fine.
Yeah.
Because you attended SOS then.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So my grandfather, my parents, all of them combined. Yes. Yeah. And so I went back to Sedro, and when I went, I attended Adonte International Academy.
Okay.
That's a private school. Unfortunately, the school doesn't exist.
Too bad.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. And so that's where I completed common entrance that time. And you know, our school, the proprietor, Mr. Youngson, may his soul rest in perfect peace. He made us work such that we wrote the common entrance as well as the middle school living certificate. So I have the MSLC certificate as well as the common entrance certificate. Wow. But it's the common entrance that I used to enter secondary school. So I remember initially I wanted to attend Hebrew Girls, but unfortunately,
why Hebrew Girls? What had you heard about
those
Hebrew
times?
Girls?
It was girls. Yeah. And you know, being in the central region, probably I should have gone for Wesley Girls, Holy Child, but then it was
move out of the region.
Yes, something like that. Yeah. I mean, So unfortunately for me, Hebrew Girls at that time was taking, I think 260. I had 257 or 25 something.
Almost, but
almost.
Not, oh, Charlie.
And I remember I was in tears. Oh, I can't go to Hebrew Girls. Oh, what is happening? Okay, so my father had friends at SWESCO. Then, and so I am sure now it's protocol admission. So I'm sure they went to him, and at that time the headmaster then, Mr. Gazy.
Right.
Yeah, I was admitted to Form 1. I was very tiny.
Which year was this?
1987, 88 academic year. Yes. Right. And so I went to Form 1, and I went. I think around Form 1, Form 2. I was repeated.
Oh,
why?
Yes. Why?
Oh, I was repeated because that
your spirit was not there.
Serious. No, it was like I didn't really know what I was, and at that time I didn't get it. But now, if I think that repetition is good.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, it is good because it makes you now set up and then get ready for affairs. So that's what happened. And then I continued gradually. I completed Form 5. Now I have a story that I have to tell.
We're all
interested.
Yes. Set up.
Now, when I completed Form 5, unfortunately for me, I failed maths. That time, you know, it was the aggregate was the numeracy. So we are talking of aggregate 1, aggregate 2, 3.
Yeah.
In fact,
so
I had a flat 9.
9. Jeez. Just I said nothing can be done about it.
The math was not yet. Okay. And so, what do I do? By the time I realized, my late mother, may she rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
She went to the headmaster, told her, my daughter did not pass maths. Even in school, she couldn't make it. If I make her stay home and then write the Novdek that time, I know what will happen. Could you please readmit her.
Wow.
You know. Then the headmaster said that, oh, as for Golda, I know her. She's not a problem. So, and you know, at that time, there was that autonomy. And so heads could admit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Now,
we don't have that.
it's something else.
And so I had to go back to Form 5.
With your juniors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody is gone.
Everybody is gone.
Oh my God.
I remember that day so well.
Right.
Yes. So I had to go and sit
With them?
back in the classroom, Form 5, with my juniors who were in Form 4.
Did mommy discuss this with you? Prior?
No, at that time there wasn't anything
Yeah.
like
This would be
child rights.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I am sure if it were to be now, I would have had lawyers who would
Yeah.
have come
Oh,
to
yes.
defend
Oh,
me.
yes.
We all would have
Yes.
run a show on that.
But there was no discussion with me. It was a directive from my
Yeah,
mother.
your mother says
that
do
I
it.
Have a
have
say in
gone
it.
to the headmaster.
So you are
I
going
have seen
back.
him. He says I have paid the school fees. Everything finished.
Pack and let's go.
Just like that.
so the first day you went back, how did you feel?
fact, this is where
actual
my
stories.
mentor comes in.
Okay.
She's by name, a lot of SWESConians will remember her with the name Miss Harry.
Okay.
Miss Harry.
Miss Harry. She was a home economics tutor. Agatha Harry Ricketts. In fact, for her, she's a mother to me.
See the smile on your
The
face.
big, the big sister.
Yeah.
I didn't have maybe from my mother. And so she had to convince my mother that please, going to stay in the dormitory with the juniors and all that, going, I would want to stay with you. Madam, are you sure? Madam, that's my mother.
Yeah.
Madam, are you sure?
Yeah.
So please, I will ensure that she will learn what so you let her come to me. Because I think that she was really feeling for me.
Of course, I mean,
Yeah.
mentally, it was psychologically, it was going to affect
Yeah.
you.
And you see, now it is a story
Yes.
that I
Yeah.
use to
Yes.
advise people, and they are shocked.
Yeah.
I remember one time, a certain girl, I'll mention her name, Mami Esi. She completed Ghana National.
Okay.
And then when she completed, like my story initially, she didn't get maths. And then her mother said that she wants her to attend Workers' College, Cape Coast.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
she said that no, she cannot attend Workers' College. Her mother should get a teacher one-on-one. And you know
Okay.
that is expensive.
Very expensive.
This girl wouldn't understand. So the mother told me, Auntie Mary, I said, Mama,
Thank you.
and then she came. And I asked her,
There's a voice of reason somewhere.
Mami say Ghana National. If it happens that you are supposed to go back
To
to
Ghana
Ghana National, a mixed institution, and then go and stay in the classroom with your juniors who are in Form 2, now in Form 3. Can you, hey, Auntie Golda, hey, can't go back. I said, so sitting here, at that time, I was teaching at Augustine's then. I said, sitting here, this is what happened to me. Hey,
And you went back?
Golda, the son goes going to say yes. But if I don't tell you,
You wouldn't know.
eventually she attended Workers' College.
Wow.
She's now a nurse.
Can you imagine?
And I remember those times when she gets her money, she'll be buying chocolate drinks for my kids.
Wow.
Because she knows the
Of
advice
course, what
that
you
I
did
gave
for
and
her,
all that.
yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
and so Miss Harry came to my aid by making me stay in
her
her
house.
house. At least in the
that
morning,
will suffice.
I'll go to class. But I remember the first day that I had to go to the classroom. I wish the earth
will
would just
spit
spin
it
out
out and swallow
swallow
you.
me. That would end.
I can imagine.
But this woman,
Yeah.
an Auntie Fosti.
No, how would you describe the feeling? Was it embarrassing for you?
Oh yes.
Was it depressing?
It was
what
bitter.
was it?
Yeah.
This is because my mates who had just 8 in maths, you know, 8 is
Yeah.
a pass,
A pass,
9
yeah.
is a fail.
Fail.
They had come to 6th form then. So they were in lower
Oh,
six,
no,
sweet
this
lower,
too much.
with their skirts, with their top,
Yeah.
they could braid their hair.
And you're still with it.
I am telling you,
Oh, no. I mean, this double beating.
yeah.
How popular
that
were you
time,
then?
I think I was fortunate that I wasn't too troublesome.
Loud in the
I wasn't that type who would bully juniors.
But did your
still-
name Golda bring you some level of popularity?
Yes, in fact, at that time, myself and then one teacher of ours, he's Mr. Kweku.
Okay.
He had a daughter. So she was Golda Kweku, I was Golda Andam. So the two of us were there. But everybody knew me. And I remember there were 3 friends of us. Myself, Golda. We had a Hilda. And we had a Rhoda.
Oh,
and
so the
our friends were just... Sometimes you be going, you hear that. You don't know whether it is
Golda or Hilda.
Hilda. So
how did you become friends like that?
Well,
just by sheer coincidence.
Maybe the name and the rhyming, whatever.
The rhyming,
So let's look at after SWESCO. Then where next?
So I went to. Eventually, I decided not to come to sixth form. This was because my mate then would be in upper sixth. Yes.
Oh wow! Innocent you.
Yes. So, I decided not to come to the sixth form. No, not SWESCO as such, but I decided not because I had passed the maths now, and I could have come to the sixth form. But my mates were in upper six, and I would be going
lower
to lower six, and the lower six. Because you have just come and very soon you'll be a senior, there was some kind of, better experience that you pass through. They'll be putting Gary in your hair, your mates, people. So I just told myself that I'll not come to the sixth form.
But your former mates could have pardoned you. They knew you.
Well,
and would have known your story.
No.
Not necessarily.
I would have faced it.
Through.
So I just told myself that I want to move out. I want to be a teacher. In fact, like Miss Harry, she was actually, she is a mentor to me.
Right.
So through her help, I attained admission at Ola Training College, Cape Coast.
Okay.
So I went there, and when I went training college at that time, we had part 1 exams, part 2 exams. Now, if you fail 2 of the papers, you'll be repeated. So me,
not again. No.
The first time, I told myself, I know what mathematics has done to me, so I'll no joke with it.
Not a second baptism.
And so, do you know something? The late Professor Atta Mills, her sister. She is Mrs. Emma Afu.
Okay.
She taught us mathematics. And I managed and worked hard. And at that time, girls and maths, phobia.
Not friendly.
And so at Ola, when they were counting girls who were good at maths.
You were one.
I was counted.
Grace found you.
I tell you. Beautiful. And so, you see, the mindset. The mindset. I mean, what you tell yourself or what your mind tells you actually happens to you.
So it's originally, if you had put your mind to it, you could have passed the first time.
Probably so. Probably so.
But I found it as a difficult
maths
subject.
is difficult. I will not learn.
And perceptions.
And you're off. And so at Ola, I didn't want to fail anything.
Great mathematician.
I tell you, Irene, Damte and Co. They knew that Golda wasn't bad at maths. I said, you don't know my story.
You've learned your lesson.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Straight away, I did. So from training college, I went to my first station to teach at Abunanyako. Salvation Army Primary School. So I went there to teach, and after 2 years, I went to the training. I went to the university. Now, at the university, I was going to do my English. I remember before I even bought her forms, my mentor,
Miss Harry.
Yes, Miss Harry. Good. You have the name.
Yeah, we're becoming familiar with Miss Harry.
Yes, Miss Harry. Yes. So I remember Miss Harry. She was into home economics, and then she told me, she said, "Golda, do you know something? You are good at literature, language, what have you. When you talk of home economics, it's an elective subject. Not all schools are into the elective subjects. Some do business, others are Greek. You talk of Infantry, for instance, they don't do business. And so if you want to attend, if you want to do business program.
Yeah.
You cannot attend Infancy School. So she advised me and she said that because of your ability in literature, you know, the liberal areas, why don't you go into language? Okay. Because with that one, you can fit everywhere.
Easily,
And I remember that advice. And so going to University of Education, whenever, we were the first set of 4-year degree, Bachelor of Education. So I went for English language. And then I went to university first year. During our time, they said we are going to do core mathematics and core science.
The same maths has gone and
So
come.
wow.
What is this?
What is this?
What do you think you're
I thought
dodging?
it was over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. What option do you have? You want to get the
have to do
certificate,
it,
so we
yeah.
have to do it. And so we had a friend by name Baini. Now, you know, English language, we're all girls in a group, but we had a guy, Bomba, and we actually told him
Bomba
that,
his real name?
that's his nickname.
Did you have one?
No, I didn't have a nickname.
I mean, Golda was easy to go with.
Yeah, so I didn't really have a nickname. So for Bomba, he attended Commander. He's also now a headmaster at Takwa, SHS, yes. So Bomba, and then we said about Bomba, Charlie, look for somebody to come and help us with maths because we need to pass this math and science thing. The science wasn't a challenge, but it was the maths. And so I remember Baini said that, oh, as for me, I'm not a good teacher, but I have a good teacher that I'll bring him so that he will come and help you through your this thing. And
So, Madam, let's hold on. Let's take a break. Now, when we come back from the break, we will find out if Baini was able to get you help with mathematics. I'm sure you're also enjoying the story. You know, I just hope we won't finish anytime soon. But this is the Upside Down Show. Our guest in the studio, Madam Golda AC Andam. She is the headmistress of Sedro Secondary School, SWESCO. Sampekum Optimist. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show. I'm Frima Edunyame, and I'm here with Nana Tufo Boateng. Our guest in the studio is the headmistress of SWESCO. Now, before we went on the break, you know, we were at finding help for mathematics. So, so now Baini has the task to go find somebody to come help with mathematics.
Yes.
Did he succeed?
yes.
Okay.
And so eventually, Baini brought on board a guy by name Michael.
Okay.
Michael. Okay.
Mike. So Mike came, and then the group of ladies, about 8, 9 plus the guy Bomba, I remember.
Yeah.
So he was helping us with the maths. By the grace of God, first semester we all passed nicely. The second semester we were supposed to do the maths again. Oh, he was teaching all of us. I mean, I remember the group. I mean, Anne, Rita, Mildred, all of us. So he was teaching us.
Was he a course mate, a year mate?
He was also a first year student,
Okay.
but he was into maths.
Okay.
That was his area. We were into language. Baini was also a maths, you know, a student, but he said he wasn't a good teacher. So Mike, and honestly, I mean, aside all jokes, at that time, he had time for all of us, and we were all able to pass.
So Baini is a headmaster now.
Baini is actually no.
Okay.
Bomba.
Oh,
Bomba.
Bomba
yes.
was part of our group.
Okay.
He is the headmaster at Takwa.
Okay, so where is Baini now?
Baini is a NAT secretary.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
At Fosu.
Asinfosu.
Asinfosu,
okay.
yes.
Oh, that's where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a food driver on also boy.
Whoa. Yes,
Congratulations.
Yes, so
Oh, great.
So
actually,
and
Baini and Mike are mates at Infancy School.
okay.
And then they went to the training college together, and then they came to University of Education.
So where's Mike now?
Mike is an assistant headmaster at Abakampa SHS.
Okay.
Now. Yes. And so Mike eventually helped us through. And then when we finished the first year, by the grace of God, second year, we were not going to do math again.
Congratulations.
Thinking that Mike's services to us as a group was over.
Yeah.
Right.
And then second year, when we went back, Mike said that he has realized that me, still, I need the maths.
Hey, bra Mike.
And you know something, you see, this was a proposal that I never answered myself.
Okay.
My mates, my colleagues were saying that, hey, now to say, what about you, Marty, and I are passing? Now, when we say, no, I can't kakra, no, but so one. What's a
a mass in Tina one a mathematical proposal.
So I remember it's like Anne, Rita, Mildred, Miriam. I mean, there's quite Efia, Jemima, Nanapoka. I'm just mentioning.
Yes, all of them.
They said that this one, Master, we have accepted.
Thank you on your behalf.
On her behalf, on Golda's behalf. In fact, we have accepted.
Into the crack.
From second year, it was like in Tekaka, then it landed in marriage.
Jennifer.
Oh no, I want to do maths.
He has been teaching me maths for
since then.
Over 20 years.
He's a lifetime teacher.
He's been in maths.
We are proud of you.
Over 20 years now.
So you see, from the beginning, you had to fail the maths.
Yes.
For God to bring you a maths teacher in the person of Mike, and the rest. Oh my God, this is a story.
Wow.
Right.
So how many years of marriage?
20.
How many
21.
Kids?
We have 3 kids.
3 kids.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And there they are.
Oh, that's
2 girls, 1 boy.
Oh, Sir Mike, you do all.
Yeah. It looks like Junior Mike will also teach maths.
By all means. You know when you wear specs, no, the specs is science or maths. You understand?
Junior Mike, no, now there's ICT as well. So the specs, you know, the
but
nerd
originally
science and
maths.
Junior Mike looks like a maths teacher.
No, we like it. We like it. We like that. Right.
So maybe we will go and teach some maths and find some flowers.
It's very, very, very necessary. You know, Daddy has done it. So, Junior, don't be slow. Right. So, let's now look at your career. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you end up at SWESCO? Where have you come from? Did you always think that you'd be a headmistress or something like that?
No.
Okay.
If I say no, let me say that I never thought that I would be coming to SWESCO to head this soon. I knew that definitely per my career progression, definitely the headship there.
Yeah,
I will get there.
Yes.
But how it was coming, where I was going, I never knew that at a point, by the grace of God, I'll be calling myself as the first old student to be heading.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow.
It never occurred to me.
Wow.
All my career. So from university, my first station was at Kwenyako.
Yes.
SHS. Yes. So I went there to teach English.
Okay.
And it was around that time that we got married.
Okay.
I had to move to Michael, who was at Infantsmem then.
Right, okay.
And so I, by the grace of God, Mr. Emisa, a former headmaster of St. Augustine's College, I had assurance there, and then I went there. And so I was as a teacher, yes. So I was with the boys there. Probably that's where I built
then
my robust, hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, my problem was boys do not like learning English. Or English there, you know they move. They move. They are two boys. Yeah. I'm sure if they are looking at me, they will remember. Yeah. Oh, so the results will come 7 A's and a B.
And a B.
The B
and
is
that B is English.
And I was
because
worried.
They'll spend more time learning what they think is the hardcore.
It's supposed to be learned.
Yeah.
And so my problem was, is it Latin or Greek that is used to set questions in English that you don't pass?
Yeah.
And then, what language is used to set questions in physics, chemistry, you pass? And so I was on them. And over there, I remember they named me Golda 1-on-1. You remember there was a program on TV?
One-on-one.
Yes. Yeah. This is because after end of term exams, I will not come and share papers. Jonathan, take this. No.
We call you.
yes. One by one.
Jonathan you mentioned was a student?
No. If I just a name that
you know, Headmistress and creating names. Register names.
But actually, there's someone by that name.
Like someone we know here. He'll give you a name very soon.
Easily.
And so I'll pick your paper Then I mean, how can you write this thing? So they named me Golda one. I said, you name me. And then comply,
as long as you
do the best thing.
Get it.
And so, we're able to do some there. After there, I went to school steadily with pay. So I had to move out of the classroom. I went to UCC, English department for my master's program. I started, and by the time I completed, I had 2 certificates, one natural one and an artificial one. The natural one is that I had my 3rd child whilst I was doing that master's. I was out of the classroom, so now and then from there I was reposted to Academy of Christ the King. That's an Anglican SHS at Cape Coast. Yes, so I went there. Over there, I had the opportunity to be made the head of department for languages there. And then from there, I think I stayed there about 6 or so years. And I applied for assistant headship. And eventually I was sent to Wesley Girls High School. So I went there as assistant headmistress, administration. So it was there that, conversations started here and there. They want me to come to my school and all that. Initially, I wasn't getting it right, but I think I will have to mention my former headmistress, Mrs. K. Opon Ankuma. So that's the immediate past headmistress of Wesley Girls High School. She said that, she thinks that I can take up that challenge. And once it is all students who want me to go, and if I'm able to manage them well, they'll be able to help me. So, she was speaking from experience, And so I took up that opportunity that God gave. And at this point, I would have to say that my old students have been enormously supportive.
So which year did you go to SWESCO?
So I was sent there 2020.
2020.
So
I'm a COVID headmistress.
Can you imagine?
Yes. It was intense. So it was during when I assumed, that was when we had the first partial reopening. Where all students were brought onto campus, whether you are a day or a border, all students were brought. Yes, so we managed, and then I've been there since, and I would say that my old students haven't made me regret that decision of coming to SWESCO, because they have been helpful. They have been helpful.
Because these days we hear about SWESCO old students and they are doing this.
Here,
and the point I was
SWESCO
like,
there.
hey, but we never really heard so much about SWESCO. But right now it looks like SWESCO
everywhere.
Let me give you this confession. I remember once I called my old students association, and I was like, look at what SWESCO look at what SWESCO is doing. We can do something. Let's do something. And then I have a colleague in the Vema. She says, yes, every morning, Charlie, I listen to City FM, and the way the SWESCO is all over
something
the place.
happening
all over the place.
almost every 3 months.
Let's do some. No, so really, SWESCO Old Students Association, you've been an inspiration. You've been an inspiration. I don't know what you have been doing, but now SWESCO is all over the place.
In fact, for our global presidents, the executives, the council of elders, the entire also, and for global presidents' leadership, his style is making more people come on board.
Exactly.
That's all. And so now people who initially were not coming on board now feel to and you realize that a lot of our issues are being heard and people are coming on board. And so I would want to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to our global president, PSC Papa Samuel Atamensa. The 85 people will tell you that they are the presidential year group. The global president is from that year,
Thank you.
We give them that, and we are very grateful for the support and all other stakeholders who are also supporting the school.
Right. Well, when you hear talk about you, mostly, we get in certain quarters, there's talk about you that associates you with trauma. People think you're traumatic. what would you say about yourself? Are you dramatic?
Well, for me, I am real. I am natural. So that's how I go about my things.
Right.
And so if you see it as dramatic, if you see it
You
as
should say this in
literature,
fancy.
well, I mean, the man of me, mazi.
Thank you.
Me, I don't pretend. It's not as if me, no, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm a me. Go for them be paying some.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I mean, that's me. See, able to manage.
So we like it like
Yeah.
that.
So that's me. And you see, when I set out to do something,
Yeah.
and so even in speech, sometimes with my gestures, with my non-verbal, you know, I still
You're
want you to
naturally
get it.
charismatic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And see, I want you to get it.
Yes.
So when I am, if it is preaching, if it is teaching.
Oh, you preach?
Oh, yes, at
Oh,
church.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I mean,
Where do you go to
I'm a
church?
Methodist.
Okay.
John Wesley.
Ah.
Nana papa panyam.
Nice.
So you realize that the name Andam is associated with a lot of Methodist reverend ministers, bishops here and there. Yes. So I'm a Methodist.
Okay.
Papa. And I attend the Women's Fellowship.
Right.
I've been a circuit Women's Fellowship secretary in my church. I've been a leader. So I mean, I believe in God, of course, because God, without Him,
There's nothing
where are
we
we?
can do. Yeah.
So that is it. We believe in God, and we always cry to Him to help us.
Very well. Very well. You have been trending, the school has been trending, and some activities of the school has been trending as well. There's a recent video that has gone viral. Everyone has seen it. It's been topical. We'll play snippets of it and then we'll have a conversation around it. Yeah? All right, let's see that video.
Are you the one who has your pants missing? Okay, you found the money. There were two of you. I think you came with a boy. You came alone. These are students who have found money and have decided to bring the money to the authorities to announce for the owners. Come, this boy especially, the purse that he found. You see, I cannot disclose the amount. I cannot disclose the amount. But the amount is so much that I was surprised. Both papers and coins. We are waiting for whoever has misplaced her purse. I will not talk of the color of the purse. I want the person to come identify the color of the purse, the amount. As for the paper amount, the person may be sure. But the coins, enough of coins. And this boy brought the purse to the administration. Another round of applause for him. This is what we want. This is what we want. And so, in my own small way, I have this 20 Ghana for him. Yes, my dear, take this money. Keep it up, okay? Keep it up. Hi. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much. My dear, you can come. You also have this, You keep it up. Hi. Because the fact is that some people are stealing. Yes. Some people are busily stealing. And so if they come across the monies and then they will bring it, these are virtues that we want you to uphold. And so we will reward such people. And all of you need to be careful. Don't be careless, because the fact is that you may not always meet, I do not even ask their names. You may not always meet Papa Santa and Mama Santa. You will not always meet them. You will meet people who want to steal, and they will even come and steal if you do not keep your things well. And so we are encouraging all of you. It pays to do good. It pays to do good. And so when you find someone's belonging, please come and present it at the administration. The person can come for identification and collection. And we will improve. God will bless you for that. Are we okay? Okay, so.
Wow. Wow. This video is everywhere. I mean, it's made so much waves. You once you go onto the internet, it just pops up on your timeline. Before we get into the video, right, I want to talk about the hair. This hairstyle, is it like a signature hairstyle for headmistresses or a trademark hairstyle or something?
It's actually a wig.
Oh, it is?
It's a cap. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
in fact, that day I was even running late. So this is something handy. I just fixed it and you are good to go.
Yeah.
Has somebody told you were born a headmistress before? Do you hear it often? That you were born a headmistress?
Yeah.
Well, some people do say.
No, I think that, I mean, from your mother's womb, you were to be a headmistress.
Do you feel that way, that you were born, you were destined to do this?
Well, you know, teaching is a profession. The remuneration is not too good. I mean,
Your
this
reward
one.
is in heaven. That's what they say.
No. We are taking some from
No,
here.
now it's
So
very
in fact,
important.
this trending is even a reward.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like sometimes you don't have people being too passionate about the profession. But myself, I like it. I love it.
Yeah.
And so I do it such that, and so for people that I have taught, I have made them aware that my teaching, it is not a stepping stone. So don't treat it like that.
Yeah.
So me, it is a profession that I chose. And I am doing it with all the passion.
Are you fulfilled?
Yes. I mean, you have no idea. You have no idea when you've been able to impart and impact on a student.
Yeah.
For the student to, you know, and I always tell my students that when I am teaching you, when I am handling you, like now, your impression about me now doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You complete and go out.
Then you will
That
know.
impression that
Yes.
you get about me is what I always look at.
Yes.
So me, I'm always looking at the future.
The future.
They are looking at now. My strictness and you see, children, I always say that if you don't attend to them, by the time you realize they are mad. Why am I saying that? Which child likes to bath?
No.
Doesn't happen. No,
That's another issue. They won't eat.
they will not ever eat. They will not comb their hair.
Yeah.
Just say everything good they do not like.
Yeah.
And so you have to be on them. You have to be on them. And so my students, now SWESCO,
Yeah.
they have changed the name to prep school because they say that now it is prep. Prep.
Yeah.
And I always tell them that, what did you come to this school to do?
To study.
Mobile worry. And I'm Bedidra. What did you come to do?
To study.
To learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so more of the prepping
Yeah.
so that you prepare yourself and then you'll be able to make it. These
Exactly.
days, people are getting single digits, madam. They are not even getting the
Yeah.
programs
Yeah.
of their choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are
Now the
single
competition
digits.
is high.
Yeah.
They are paying fees.
Yeah.
Fee paying. And so just try. And I encourage them. All of us cannot get the A's. And so at the university, you realize that there are A courses, there are B courses,
Yeah.
there are C courses. So just sit up and learn.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes to mixed institutions, let me tell you today why a lot of mixed institutions are not in the category A schools. The issue of boy-girl relationship disturbs us. Distractions here and there. And so if you are not able to manage well, by the time you realize.
But you know, we've met some students from SWESCO, and I must admit that your students are very well cultured.
Yeah.
They are very respectful. I don't know how they behave, you know, on campus. You would know them better. But we've had some of them come here, even to be on some of our shows. There were some on What's Cooking and all.
Yeah.
They speak well. They are confident. You know, we were talking to them and they came around to our offices and we had conversation.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, auntie, so..." I'm like, "Hey, yo, hold on. Who are these girls?" You know, and they are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And when we watched what happened on campus with Jeffrey and why you were trending, it explains why we saw what we saw.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're also excited and happy about the recognition, the number of people who came out, you know, to support, to give awards, and the attention that you are getting. And we have all there, Nana.
Yeah, that's the Thanksgiving and Remembrance Service. Yeah, this was held here. You had all the year groups show up?
Almost all of them.
All of
showed.
them.
Yes, almost.
Well, walk us through the service. What was it like having? I mean, you definitely saw your mates from back in the day, and now you're there. Your mates are there, and then when you go to school, your students are there. What was the feeling like?
Yeah, I mean,
Jeffrey there.
You know, as a headmistress, as for my old students, they just pamper me. Let me use the word. They make me feel good. You are there. Someone will call. How is school? How are the kids behaving? Are they treating you? I say, oh, they are managing me well. Yes, and so in fact, the Thanksgiving is an old students program. You know, we have school programs, and then we have old students program. Now, because of the collaboration that is fine, when we are having our program. Like the speech day, for instance, the old students are invited. They come to support awards here and there. Now, this all year group Thanksgiving and Remembrance is an old students program. What they do is that for the whole of us as old students, they invite some of the current students and then management. We all go together, thank God for how far He has brought us, and then we remember those who have been called to eternity. And it's a fine time for reunion, for socialization. That is also another time for our challenges currently to be, you know, heard from people, and then later on they also come to support. And so we were fortunate that the National Association, as in the global executives, realized that our children have done well. And so per the trending, they needed to come in and then recognize them. The citation that was given to them by the global executives, it was very perfect, wonderful, and we are very grateful for
You know, we also have some SWESCOnians here, you know, some of our colleagues, you know, and they are doing amazing. We have Bernard Abekwatre. I don't know if you've been watching them on TV. We have
there's one standing right there, the one
Jeffrey.
passing
He's
over
also
there.
Jeffrey. Yes,
for
Jeffrey is everything.
No, I am talking about Aroma.
Who is Aroma?
Aroma is
is it Jeffrey?
Yes, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Yes, Jeffrey.
Aroma. That was his name there.
Aroma.
Oh, really? Yeah, Jeffrey.
Okay.
Aroma now sitting on
I
that
know.
chair.
It's in the newsroom. We'll come and meet him.
And Sheba. And Samia Kom.
You are right.
Yes, yes. They are gentlemen and the lady and a you've done amazing. I mean, SWESCO, see Jeffrey, a Jeffrey to a Jeffrey.
Charlie. Aroma.
Aroma.
Aroma. When he's on the mic, you just love it.
Something else. You know, the last year we had you know, every March is our Heritage Month, so we have the launch of the Heritage Month. And I always saw Jeffrey, you know, in the newsroom, quiet and all, until that day. I was like, is this what you can do?
Jeffrey,
oh, that guy is something.
He was waiting for the right platform to outdoor himself.
You know, I mean, Jeffrey dressed as a Wulombo, so you should have said Gen Z. So in here, we call him Gen Z Wulombo.
Oh, you see.
Wow, but well done. You are doing amazing. The knowledge and being a mentor to all these young people, even those of us who sit back, now we look at SWESCO and we feel like we are all part of SWESCO. And all I can say is God bless you. You know, we say that your reward is in heaven. That's for teachers. But for us, we also believe in celebrating those who are doing well. We know the challenges in our education system now. And so for people like you, you know, to do it and to get a national recognition, I'm sure this is the reward that God himself even wants for you.
In fact, I think that I would also say that my board of governors, very supportive. A lot of the policies that we, you know, ensure that it is running, they have, they support us when it comes to things on discipline, things on academics and all that. They really support us. And so for the board, they are doing very well, just as the old students, alumni are doing. And then my management members, my management members, and my majority of my staff. Yes, I'll say majority, so that people don't think that I do not have challenges. I have, but the fact is that no matter the challenge, I will not go down.
You don't look like somebody who go down.
No. And so sometimes some of the challenges hit me. I cry.
Yeah.
My manager, they will attest to it.
Really?
Yes. Sometimes I break down.
Yeah.
But Jesus wept.
Yeah.
Of course, you are human.
So if I also weep, sometimes yes,
It's biblical.
so I break down when I finish. I go to God. God, Mami Biume.
Yes.
No, they are Mami.
Nice
Then I am on it.
Nice
And
one.
so it's like the staff, both teaching and non-teaching. I have majority who have bought into the vision and they are working. But of course, we always ask for more, so that we'll be able to get there. Because and I do tell my students, I do tell my staff that, you see, when we talk of Christianity, how many people will be looking at the doubting Thomas lie of Christianity, the Judas lie of Christianity? It is the Paul. It is the John. You see, it is the Peter. I mean,
yeah, of
these
course,
are people. So when we talk of school, some people are schooling. School, a bit DD. What I say? So you look up to people who are doing the right things. Good examples. Good practices.
True.
And then we also do same. But we don't see ourselves as better than some people. And so, and you see what Mabi wants to worry.
True.
We need to strive to do more.
Absolutely.
And that's what we do. And of course,
and you are doing amazing.
And we're proud of you.
Yes,
We're super proud of you. And we love you. We appreciate
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
But your thank yous, I thought we were going to thank Mommy, God bless her soul, for taking that decision to take you back to school. Then we thank our
Miss
mentor,
Harry.
Miss Harry,
Sure,
for
sure.
accepting and deciding to
And
mentor
Bra
you.
Mike.
And Bra Mike.
Bra Mike,
Bra
the
Mike.
boss,
No,
the
Bra
boss.
Mike. Big shouts to Bra Mike, man. Yeah, Bra Mike, the mass.
Yes.
In
Yes,
fact,
yes,
the
yes.
mass has
Yes,
added
and
up.
add mass.
It has added up.
my family too.
Yes,
both
your
the,
children.
nuclear
and extended.
and then the extended, all of them.
Beautiful,
I mean,
beautiful.
they have been.
But what are your children's names?
Gilbert.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Connie.
Okay.
Number 2. And then Faustine.
Okay.
Number 3.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Beautiful.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much. And we can only wish you well. Pray for more grace, more strength to be able to impact and impart. God bless you so much. Thank you for
so
sharing
much
this.
for having me.
Yeah.
Channel One.
Anytime.
Yeah,
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank
This
you.
is home.
Yep.
You know.
Thank you so much.